All right, thank you, Miss Hashini, is it?
Yes, Hashini, correct.
Okay, so this is Fatimah speaking. Hello. I'm currently an instructor, as Miss Hashini said, at ITC in Medina, and I have finished my master's on June 2025. I also finished Salta last year, and today, inshallah, we'll be discussing my research. It's about vocabulary learning strategies and their relation to vocabulary size among Saudi EFL learners. First of all, vocabulary is essential for language learning and for academic success and language proficiency in general. And students usually employ strategies to help them facilitate the learning process of vocabulary. And these strategies are called vocabulary learning strategies. The studies in Saudi Arabia were kind of limited, especially the studies that link between the vocabulary learning strategies and the vocabulary size among learners. So based on Schmidt taxonomy for these vocabulary learning strategies, Schmidt goes and categorizes them into 5 categories. There are as follows: determination, memory, cognitive, metacognitive, and social strategies. And in the previous studies, there were mixed results because this depends mainly on the learner's environment and the generation and the context, and everything is involved. So that's why the results might be different from one place to another, from one setting to another. And the goal or the objective of this research is to fill a gap because of the limited focus on the non-English major students in Saudi Arabia. Mainly, most of the research done in this area was mainly focusing on English major students, ignoring the ones who study English as a medium of instruction for their studies and majors in universities. So the research questions for this research are four. What are the most vocabulary learning strategies used among learners in Saudi Arabia? And what is the level of vocabulary size among learners of Saudi Arabia? And what are the differences among participants in relation to the specialty or major variable? And how does vocabulary learning strategies correlate to vocabulary size? The methodology used in this research was descriptive correlational design, and the number of participants was 186 female learners from 4 colleges: arts, science, business, and engineering, computer engineering to be specific. And the sampling method was convenience sampling due to the extensive nature of the survey, as the instruments used were 2, and the survey was a bit long for students. That's why the researcher reduced the second instrument, the vocabulary size, from 100 items to 40 items. And the descriptive statistics used in, or the analysis used in this research was descriptive statistics and Pearson correlation. So the first result is what is the most strategy type of strategies used among learners. It was cognitive strategies across all learners from all majors, and it was followed by memory, determination, and least used strategies were metacognitive and social. For the level of vocabulary size among learners, most learners achieved moderate vocabulary size, and the highest major was among learners in the College of Computer Science and Engineering, and there were no significant differences between learners across colleges or across different majors. For the correlations, there were no significant correlations between the vocabulary learning strategy in general and the vocabulary size level. However, there was a weak positive correlation between the vocabulary size and the determination strategies, showing that learners who equip more independent learning style could achieve more or larger vocabulary size. And metacognitive strategies showed a negative correlation with vocabulary size. So what can we conclude from all of these data? These data were consistent with some recent findings like Aljayzani et al. 2024, which you can find on the research paper. And some other studies were different from the results of our study because of the differences may be due to the way of instruction. Maybe it's teacher-centered in Saudi Arabia more than student-centered, and also the limited exposure of the English language among learners in the Saudi context. Pedagogical implications can be that we should encourage learners to be more aware and balance their strategy use and guide them into using and employing more independent learning style. Also, we should be more explicit and clear about strategy instruction and guide them through every type of strategies and which vocabulary works with which type of strategies. So to conclude and sum up, EFL learners in Saudi Arabia mainly use cognitive strategies, and the vocabulary size among learners in Saudi Arabia is moderate and consistent across majors. And the determination strategies showed us a positive but weak link to the larger vocabulary size. And teachers should promote metacognitive awareness and diverse their strategy use. That's it. Available for any questions if you're wondering about anything. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you very much, Fatimah, for your very insightful empirical study. And I think it is a theme which links strongly to learner identity, agency, and metacognition as well.